welcome to Nate's Tactical Tactics and Tactical Fitness Training. Today, we're going to be going over all the tactics of tactical fitness and tactical tactics to use your guns in a realistic scenario. This is going to be a collection of all the experience that I have from all of my experiences that I've had. And it's real experience. And even though I never served, I was always ready, as evidenced by the tactics I'm going to teach you today. Now, the first thing that we need to learn is to become familiar with our firearms. So let's do a little breakdown of the firearms I will be using today. Up first, we've got the AR M4, basically, pretty much. This is kind of similar to the ones that everybody uses. And then we got a couple, right here, this is a pistol. And then also we're gonna be using another pistol. It wasn't loaded. Thought it was. My other pistol fell on the ground. Now, before we get too far into this, let's go over my qualifications. Never been in the military. If a drill instructor would have tried to get in my face, I would have knocked him out. Never done any sort of law enforcement. Got really into virtue signaling back in 2020 and posted a bunch about defunding the police till it felt hypocritical if I would have joined. But what I have done is I have read every book by every Navy SEAL, scratch that off the list, watched Lone Survivor about 15 times, seen American Sniper, and played a lot of Call of Duty when I was growing up. For starters, we're just gonna keep things light. I got a couple targets set up here. I'm gonna go over some quick accuracy drills just to make sure my guns are on before we jump into the training. Go not! 0 for 5, but all of them were pretty close. Now let's get the pistol a whirl. Shooter ready, stand by. Woo, I even hit it one time. That's what I'm talking about, tactical reload, hoo-ah. First up, we're gonna talk about transitions. Trannies for short. And I'm not talking about that weird autistic guy you went to high school with who is now a hot woman. I am talking about when you're in a gunfight, you're here, bam, 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 and then you run out on your long gun. You gotta switch over to your pistol, bam, bam, bam. Or let's say, for instance, you have missed 5 shots with your long gun, bam, bam, bam. He's still coming at me. Target's still trying to engage me. I don't have any more bullets and he's much closer, so I'm gonna switch over to the pistol. Also, it always looks way cooler to do the job with a pistol versus a long gun. Anyone can shoot a long gun. It takes a real alpha to shoot a pistol. So here's our drill. We're gonna go 5 shots with the long gun. I'm gonna throw the gun down, pull out my pistol, and then I got 5 shots with the pistol. Watch closely. Now for me, you probably noticed a couple things. You probably noticed an absolutely flawless transition, but you also may have noticed I missed the target every single time with the long gun. That is because I am not used to firing a gun in such a docile environment. I'm used to a much higher stress environment like Iraq. Not that I was there, but I'm saying an environment like Iraq. Now listen, I've heard some instructors, they'll say some shit like fast is slow or slow is smooth and fast. Some shit, no. Go as fast as you can every time. If you don't hit the target, just get close enough to scare the hell out of it. That's what I always say. Write that down. Shooter ready, stand by, here. Oh, it ran out. 1 for 10. That's 10%, and that's enough for a D, I think. Now, sometimes you're not gonna have the luxury of having a sidearm on you. Like when I was in, not the military, in Call of Duty, you only got one gun. You didn't get two. You had to upgrade for that shit. So I'm gonna show you how to do a tactical mag change. What we're gonna do is I got 5 rounds loaded up in each of the mags that are somewhere on my person. I'm gonna shoot. We're gonna drop a mag, change a mag, pop her in. Get your timers out and get ready, because here we go. Locked and loaded, shooter ready, hoo-yah! Oh crap, forgot to get rid of that one. I got another one somewhere. Oh yeah, right here. Dang it, I keep forgetting to get rid of it. Dang it. Okay. Oh. Oh, I got it. Miss, 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 miss. And that's what it's all about. Notice the speed of which I was able to eject a mag and get another one in there, and I was back in the fight. Now here's a little pop quiz for you. When you're out and you run out of bullets, what is faster than trying to reload, get another mag? You take that empty gun, you toss it out of your way, and then you pull up your second gun. Hoo-ah! Safety's on. Tactical, tactical. Now that we have a basic understanding of how awesome and tactical I am, let's start getting into the fitness side of tactical athlete. To be a tactical athlete, you need 3 things: legs, lungs, and a massive set of balls. I happen to have 2 of those things. Unfortunately, I was cursed with a small cock of balls, and I carry the weight of that every day. Let me ask you this. Have you ever been in a gunfight and your buddy goes down and you can't get to him because once you do get to him, you don't have the upper body strength to pick him up, throw him over your shoulder, and fight your way out of there because you're a vegan piece of shit and you don't have any upper body strength? Well, me neither, because I never been in a real gunfight, but I've always been ready. Always been ready. Now for this first drill, I've got a 100-pound sandbag set up here. I am going to fight my way to the 100-pound sandbag, simulating a fallen comrade. I will reach down, grab him, throw him over my shoulder. Now I know it's only 100 pounds. Let's assume I'm fighting with a child army somewhere in the continent of Africa. I have grabbed this man, child, and then I will run backwards, shooting to provide cover fire so we can get away. Here's what it looks like. Shooter ready. Stand by. Who's gonna carry the boats? Don't worry, buddy. I got you. All right. Oh, it's kind of heavy. Okay. Yep. Shoot. Okay. Okay. Oh, gotta get you on my shoulder, buddy. Okay. It's not go. Okay, there we go. Oh, forget it. As you can clearly see, that drill was a real good one. Real good drill. Now, like I said, you need legs and lungs. So let's go ahead and develop some lung strength with a 400-meter run right into an accuracy test of 5 rounds on each target. All right, shooter ready. Stand by. Go. Oh, holy crap, man. 400 meters is so far. Feels like Iraq out here. Not that I would know, because I was never there. But this is what I would imagine it would be like. Okay, give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right, let's break out the long gun. Pistol time. I might have rhabdo or something after that. Just you guys at home, if you're gonna do that drill, do like 4 or 5 of them. But for me, I'm gonna call it at 1. I need some water. Now remember, a tactical athlete has to have lungs and legs. So this drill, I've got my rifle set up and this sandbag. I'm gonna take the sandbag, throw it over my shoulders, get into a deep squat, at which point I will grab my rifle and I will engage the target. I've got 20 rounds here, and the whole point of this is to practice shooting under fatigue. All right, shooter ready. Stand by. Here we go. Go. Oh, gosh. Dang it. All right. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh. I got really close on a few of those. There were a couple that were, man, they were right in there. For the last drill, I will be combining my legs strength and my lungs. As I grab this sandbag, I'm gonna toss it over my shoulder with this hand. With this hand, I will have a kettlebell and I'm gonna be doing a farmer's carry. And then I'm gonna be shooting this target as I'm closing the gap to the target. Now, why is this drill important? Well, it is a real drill. I made it up myself. And the thing that this simulates is, let's say we got someplace we gotta be, okay? There's a guy, he's blocking that place. And in this hand, I've got something I'm carrying. Like, let's say maybe a case of Monster Energy. Zero Ultra, white monster. I don't want that son of a bitch getting my monsters. And in this hand, over my shoulder, I've got something that's 100 pounds. What weighs 100 pounds that I like? My dog. Two of my dog. My dog's 55 pounds. So let's say in an alternate timeline, my dog had a twin and I bought both of those dogs. And I'm carrying both of my dogs right here. But I can't let go of the Zero Ultra. My dog, she pretty much knows to stay up here. So I'm gonna be shooting with this hand. Shooter ready. Stand by. Go. Ah! Ah! I actually hit it twice. That's what I'm talking about. Now, all the tactics you've seen today are the tactics I've come up with after a lifelong of experience of being almost a veteran. Always prepared, never called upon. Don't try them at home. Don't try them yourself. Don't try them without taking my course first. And don't share these with anyone from some sort of terroristic country, because the terrorists, they want this stuff. I bet ISIS is watching right now. But always remember, stay tactical.